I don't even know how many hours it's been since the accident. Could be 3, maybe 5. Here, time doesn't move. It just lingers, like the echo of a sound that's already stopped. The hallway smells of rain and medicine. The world outside keeps pouring, but in here, it's a still frame. Through that glass, she lies on a narrow bed. Strangers move around her quietly, like they're afraid to disturb something fragile. I've been sitting here long enough for the chair to learn my shape. They said her heartbeat's steady. That's the only sentence anyone's told me tonight that hasn't sounded like a question. I try to believe that word, steady. It's supposed to mean safe. It doesn't. Funny thing is, today was supposed to be a happy day. The kind that people remember with a smile, not with police reports and wet shoes. Today marked 1 year since Rose and I met. And just last night, I got the letter. The one I'd been waiting months for. I got the job. A new start. A clean page. I remember sitting by the window, reading that line over and over, like the words might vanish if I blinked. For the first time in a while, I believed things were falling into place. I thought I'd surprise her. Tell her tonight. Make it part of our little celebration. We'd have dinner, maybe laugh about old things, and talk about what comes next. It sounded simple. I guess that's what fooled me. Rose had picked the cafe. She always did. Same one by the pier, where the air smelled like salt and burnt coffee. She said it reminded her of the night we met. I didn't argue. I never did when it came to her. The weather looked uncertain all day. Not stormy, just hesitant, clouds pressed low over the bay. Everything felt quiet, but in a way that promised something was coming. I remember thinking it was perfect. We sat there for almost an hour, talking about nothing, really. Work, the neighbors, a movie she'd seen. I watched her stir her coffee long after the sugar had disappeared. She does that when she's thinking. I almost told her then about the job, but I wanted the moment to feel right. When the rain started tapping the windows, she said, "Let's go for a drive." Just like that. No reason, no plan. She said she wanted to breathe air that hadn't already been used by strangers. That made me laugh, so we left. The town slipped away behind us, streetlights fading, the road narrowing until it was just us and the sound of the engine. There's something about leaving a place at night. It always feels like freedom, even when you don't know where you're going. After a while, we reached the cliffs. She asked me to stop. We got out, and the world felt enormous. Sea somewhere below, sky pressing down. The rain had eased a little, just a thin mist left hanging in the air. The wind carried salt on our faces. I remember thinking, this is the part she'll remember. We stood there without talking. She closed her eyes, let the wind play with her hair. I just watched. It wasn't romance, not exactly. It was that kind of silence two people earn after surviving enough noise together. That's when I said it about the job. My voice barely rose over the wind. She opened her eyes, turned to me, and smiled like she already knew. She said, "You always worry too much." And I believed her. For a few seconds, everything felt weightless. We drove back slowly. The headlights made small islands of light on the wet road. Neither of us spoke much. It wasn't an awkward silence, just the kind that says everything's fine. When I stopped in front of her building, she turned and said, "Happy anniversary." I said it back. That was it. No kiss, no goodbye. Worth remembering. Just a normal ending to a perfect day. If I'd known what was waiting down that road, maybe I'd have stayed parked there a little longer. But life doesn't warn you like that. It lets you drive straight into it, thinking the road belongs to you. The rain started again, soft at first, tapping the glass like it was asking to be let in. Within minutes, it turned heavy, thick, loud, relentless. I could barely see the lines on the asphalt. Each drop hit the windshield like a small reminder to slow down, and I didn't. For a moment, I thought about Rose, her face in the mirror, the sound of her laugh. And then it happened, out of nowhere. A shadow, a figure in the middle of the road. There was no time for questions, no time for mercy. Just the sudden instinct to hit the brakes and the sickening truth that it wouldn't be enough. The car stopped half across the road. The world went silent except for the rain. That kind of silence that doesn't feel real, like the air's holding its breath with you. She was there, lying on the ground, her hair stuck to her face, her hands open like she'd been reaching for something. I knelt beside her. Her pulse was faint, but it was there. I didn't know what to do, so I stayed. I stayed until I heard sirens. The people who arrived didn't say much. One of them touched my shoulder and said, "It's all right." It wasn't, but I nodded anyway. They put her on a stretcher. The wheels made a sound that still hasn't left my head. I followed the ambulance through the rain. Every corner felt longer than the last. I kept hoping she'd wake up halfway there, like in a film. But real life doesn't write scenes for you. And now, here I am. Same wet shoes, same shaking hands. This corridor has no windows, just that hum of machines and the low murmur of strangers. They don't know who she is, no identification. Nothing in her pockets except a coin and a torn photograph of a child. I saw it when the nurse carried her bag past me. I didn't ask. I couldn't. They said she might wake up. That's all they ever say. Might. And I sit here trying to believe that one word has any weight at all. Sometimes I look at the floor tiles, counting them, just to keep from thinking. Other times I think about Rose. She's probably asleep by now, maybe dreaming, maybe smiling. She has no idea what tonight has turned into. I should tell her. She deserves that much. But how do you tell someone you love that your good day ended in someone else's tragedy? How do you explain that the road home took a life you never meant to touch? The clock down the hall just struck 3. The rain's still coming down, and I keep hearing her voice. Rose, saying, "You always worry too much. If she could see me now, she'd understand why." Tonight was supposed to be the start of something better, a new job, a new year with her. But all of it collapsed into one long night that refuses to end. The day I was supposed to be happy became the night I'll carry with me for the rest of my life.